door and tell them put the dog in.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
go over and do that. I gotta get my suit on now.
Okay.
Uniform on. Let's go official.
Well, here.
Are we live in the hive?
Yeah, but look, somebody's on. We can talk to them.
Are we live in the hive? I got it.
which
You gonna go over to the neighbors? That house, yeah. Because they got a dog in the backyard. Okay. We can't have. Hi, everyone. Yeah, we're live in the hive, you guys. We got a situation, of course, as usual. Hey, how you like the new gloves, you guys, huh? El Mano Verde. Yeah. I'm Reed Booth, Killer Bee Guy. How does this work? I don't know. How do they do that? Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing, for God's sake, you guys, but I have a damn good idea what I'm going to be doing in a few minutes. Hi, everyone. I'm Reed Booth, Killer Bee Guy. We are here in Cochise County, the Wild West, literally. And we just got brand new gloves, too. Went to Harbor Freight. Got new birthing gloves. We're going to just be super duper, man. And we're in Sierra Vista. So we got killer bees in a stump in a front yard of a very residential area here, kind of an old school neighborhood. And this make me nervous as hell because there's dogs and kids and the mailman and the garbage guys come by and everybody coming by and shit. And it's a pain in the ass is what it is. But, you know, it's just safety's sake, because these killer bees are absolutely evil, as you guys know. Did you guys see the presentation that we did out in Rodeo, New Mexico on Saturday? Did you happen to see that? It came out real. I was really happy with it. Hosh handled most of the talking and the education part of it, well, about half of it or something. But anyway, it was just really good. Turns out everybody has killer bees, apparently, and it's a pain in the butt. So we have one that's coming up. So Tara, a gal who moved back home from Upper Peninsula, Michigan, to San Simon, which is out here, a lot of pecan orchards. She moved back to her dad's 40 acres, and it's not their 40 acres. She has 6 hives on that property. 6. And I mean, so dad is old and he hadn't taken care of anything for decades, and so things are falling apart. And it's bees in an old hot water heater laying out in the yard, bees under a mobile, maybe 3 hives in that one, bees in an old camper sitting out in the middle of nowhere, bees, I can't even remember, just so many of them, at least 6 hives. We're going to do that Wednesday, and we're going to have Lois with us. Yay. And so that's going to be an all-dayer. But we're going to live stream it, of course. We're going to try to live stream. We're in the middle of nowhere. We're going to be kind of close to I-10, so I'm hoping we have reception. But we'll put up the Wii Boost and all that. And so, but by the way, of course, say good morning, Hosh.
Good morning, Hosh.
Yeah, I think what do you think? Getting better? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Did you go warn the neighbors?
Nobody answered the door.
All
yeah,
right, well,
and now this place, they've got dogs in the back.
These guys?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Both. Yeah.
Well, you know what? In the back, this is
no, we're gonna make quick work.
Yeah, we're not lollygagging on this. Yeah. We just wanted to bring you guys along Monday morning. Wanted to bring you guys along and to show everybody how we're gonna take care of a stump. This is not a deal. They're all killer bees. It's a done deal. And they're all meaner than hell. They're getting meaner, apparently, as if they could.
Meaner and meaner.
So are you going to capture also?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we're going to do that, and we might have a couple more today. We aren't sure, waiting for callbacks and whatnot. But hey, winter's over, as if we had one. I think that we had a grandiose total in Bisbee of 7 or 8 days where it got below freezing. I'm not complaining, okay? And I know the rest of the country, hell in a handbasket, but that's why we live here, right? Wild West,
Right. Global swarming.
We even have indoor plumbing.
Yes.
No, really. So,
boy, they're really coming and going out of this stump.
No, that stump is really busy as hell. We don't even want to take you over there until we're ready to do it, because just to take you over and show you and get them riled up, and not going to be good. Now, the one on Wednesday was 6 hives out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, literally. We have no choice but to rile them up. Can't sneak up on them. I forgot to tell you, Hosh, we should bring the handheld jackhammer, just in case.
Yeah.
We've got to bring all the tools because we have so many hives and so much deconstruction we're going to have to do, right?
Yes.
To get into removing them all.
Yes.
But this poor gal really, she really enjoyed the presentation, of course, because she said, well, you explained so much. Because last summer, she went outside, got stung once. And every day for a week after that, she couldn't go outside. Every time she would open the door, she would get stung. And so we had explained how the stinger is a hypodermic needle, and when you get stung, that attack pheromone gets in your bloodstream. Now, honestly, I don't know if that's scientifically proven or not, but it happens all the time out here where someone will get stung, and old cowboys and ranchers and shit out here, and they just can't go outside for days because the bees chase them back in, whereas their wife can go out and sit underneath out in the porch and no problem. But the guy that got stung or the person that got stung can't, or the dog that got stung gets stung again. They keep chasing it off, whereas they leave the other dogs alone. Doesn't mean they're gonna leave anybody alone. So it's a interesting thing how we've seen this over and over and over again. So I'm gonna get myself doctored up. You want to get your big blues on?
Yeah.
I think
Probably best.
Yeah, it would be. I think it would definitely be best. So stick with us, Killer Bee guys. We're gonna make quick work of this, and I'll show you the house and whatnot. We're residential area. Yeah, well, I got those cut for me.
Oh, I see.
I don't like the elastic on them, so I just cut the elastic so they'll go on. These are big birthing gloves. This is not a DIY channel, you guys. God, how many times I got to tell you all that? You like the new green glove? I think they're pretty cool. Anyway, if those of you that wanted pecan honeycomb, we have a few. We didn't get a lot of them out of that that wellhead. Remember that wellhead we did, the wellhead whiners? That was in the middle of pecan orchard. So we got a few of them, only maybe 10. And Jim L sent us some pry bars. Thank you so much. I've got them on the truck here somewhere. Of course, everything on the truck here somewhere. We're not going to use them right now. I'm sure we're going to be using them on Wednesday we're going to be using everything on Wednesday. And so those of you who wanted pecan comb, email me at killerbeeguy@gmail.com, and I'll let you know what we have, around, have left and all that good stuff. How's it going?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Right on. And so it's extremely rare, the pecan honeycomb. And we do have some other honeycomb. We're about out of Viking. I can't believe it. We had a lot of Viking, and now we're about out of it. Uh-oh, did that work?
Okay. Yeah.
Hang on, guys. We're filming the drawer of the truck.
Well, that's just the capture.
So anyway, yeah. So guys, okay. Now I got to get my bee brain on. Of course, this one is pretty straightforward for us. He said with confidence. We're probably going to need expanding foam, right?
Yeah.
So I got that, and are we actually? Oh, did you pause that?
No, not yet.
Okay.
It's fine. It's just.
Okay. All right, guys. Anyway, we're, IT shit. You know how it is, right? We have a presentation coming up for the Sunsites Fire Department again. That's not until April, but we'll let you know, and we'll film that, of course, live stream that. We're back in springtime, so we're going to be doing training sessions for first responders and blah blah blah, and we'll let you know as that happens. I think that's about it. Let's go over here, guys, and see what the hell is going on. We already got. Let's take everybody around this side. I want to show them our signs. So. We're always thinking about safety, of course, guys. So we got our signs. We got one here and one on the other end of the yard. And we got our police tape up, caution tape, danger tape. And so the stump, you see, we're right here in the damn neighborhood. Now, there's 3 stumps in the front yard here. This is the one right here. And, damn it, come on. There they are. Now, I'm not going to piss them off. Look at how active they are. Might be simpler than I thought. I actually hope so, because we cannot have them light up. All right, we simply cannot. So I'm going to hit them quick. Boy, look at them pouring out of there, man. You know damn well that if we kick that hive a little bit, they come out of there at 1,000 per second. We cannot have that. Wow. That root ball, look at, they're already pouring out too much. All right, here we go. So right now, this is a non-toxic spray adhesive. We're just knocking down the guard bees so they can't come pouring out, and I'm sure the attack pheromone's already gone in. But this is, oh come on, damn thing, there we go. So this is our pyrethrin, and this is going to kill the hive all the way down into the root ball. All right, and so I'll probably do some, well, you know what, because the aerosol is about out of this. Well, I'll put the camera down, you can hear
I
them.
can hear them.
Yeah, hear them. Can you hear that, guys?
They're loud.
Yeah, holy cow, huh? So they're still, look at, they're trying to pour out of there. But see, when they're coming out right now like that, they're not in attack mode. They're in let's get the heck out of here mode, which is just fine with me. This is intermittent at best. We're about, that can's about empty. We like to use them up completely, of course. Now, we did a really good job of sneaking up on these guys, so the aggressive ones couldn't come out. There we go. So this is a contact kill. It kills them within a few seconds. This hive, there's 100,000 bees all the way down in there. Huge, huge thing. If we would have been in the middle of nowhere, as you know, we will show you guys how aggressive they can be. Sometimes we got to show that to show people these are deadly and not a DIY shit and all that. And so we would kick a little bit. They would come out of there literally like a high pressure water hose. And you guys have seen it. I mean, in our other vids. Active. Now, this hive, this one hive, was dominating up to a 3-mile radius in this neighborhood, in this town. And not only dominating, but constituting 98% of all the pollinators here. That's how much they take over. They wipe out the native pollinators. No, not native honeybees. European honeybees are invasive too. You guys hear how loud that is?
It's loud.
See, they're in there all fanning right now to try to get this pyrethrin off, right? And so, awesome, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my expanding foam, basically entomb them in there, and that will, we're just hoping there's no other holes. Could we, you know what, Hosh? Look down here. Look down here.
Oh yeah, they're coming out down there.
Yep.
Wow, look at that.
Yep. Yep, so this is what we fear, guys. And this is where people get into trouble all the time. Can't find the damn hole. There we go. I found it.
Yeah, you got it.
Yep. Hold on, I gotta get more in there.
So there's a big crack on this side of the stump, but nothing's coming out of it yet.
Over there on the other side?
Yeah. Nothing's coming out yet.
All right, so now we're just going to go ahead and seal this up, but we'll seal up that other side also. This is where people get into a lot of trouble, is they will think that they got this one hole on top, and they will get out their expanding foam. I'm going to put my hand over that. They'll put their hand over it, and they'll put their hand over it. They'll get out their expanding foam and seal up this top hole, and all of a sudden they're coming out of the bottom here, chasing everybody around and stinging them. This is the problem. Oh, look at this. Even under here. Look at this.
More?
Yep.
Wow.
Look at them. Look at them pouring out of here. Look at that.
Hassle.
Yep. Yep. All right.
Bad news.
I'm afraid we're going to need more expanding foam.
Yeah.
But I just want to kind of put the kibosh on these doors. See, now another place. See, all the way down here, guys. See them pouring out of there? Look at this.
Amazing.
Look at that.
Yeah, they're really coming out.
Yep, but they're not.
That stump's got to go.
This stump has got to go. All stumps got to go. These are dead mulberries. We know what a pain in the ass they are, right? All right, so I'll up some rocks for good measure. Oh, I heard my emergency radio. I wasn't sure what the hell I was hearing. Are you sure they're not coming out over there?
Not yet.
Okay, good.
Not yet.
So this is where you get into trouble. These DIYers. This is not a rattlesnake in the driveway.
Hold on.
Oh, they're pouring out over here.
You got another hole?
Yeah.
I have one here too, I think.
Are they coming out?
Yep.
Son of a bitch. This thing's got to go. My God. I got to find this hole. So this hole is right over here. See? Right down here.
Yep.
So these, damn it all, these stumps are such a pain in the ass. for us. They gotta be gone as soon as there's no activity. They gotta be moved. I can't even find the damn hole in this one. Shit. I think I buried the entrance. Oh, I know they were coming out of here.
Well, they are coming out around the other side.
Well, they're down here too. I think it's right down here. Pain in the butt, huh? I think I got that hole sealed up here. Okay, I'm gonna need another can. I'm gonna go grab one.
All right, I'll go.
Okay, thank you.
You're gonna come too?
Now I'm gonna stand here and knock you down.
Okay.
We got our.
Here, let me set this here.
Okay, very good. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna come over here and knock you down. So, all right, we're gonna get another, and we got another hole to seal up. So, these things. So this multiple hole thing is a major problem. This was their front door. Okay, that's what they were using, was their front door. Of course, that's what they're used to. That doesn't mean they don't have side doors. So this is a really prime example of they have side doors. They don't use them. It's kind of like your house, okay? You've got a door that you use. Now they're getting aggressive. Great. You have a main door that you use, maybe going out to the carport or whatever. That doesn't mean you don't have side doors, but maybe they're usually locked or the alarm is on. Well, these guys have the alarm on. The guard bees are at the side doors. Look at how they're attacking. These are remnant bees?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and seal that up. These are remnant bees. Bees coming back from foraging. I can tell because they have pollen on their legs. They're stinging the cameras.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
So, all right. So there, you know, of course, another thing we worry about is neighboring hives. That's why the 6 hives we're going to do on Wednesday, it's going to be mayhem. There will be a million bees in there.
Oh, wow, this is really taking this foam.
Oh, well, fill it up. Let's use a couple of cans on it. We need to, you know,
Yes.
we need to make a barrier so that, the main thing is, okay, this hive is going to be dead. This hive is over. It's essentially over. The remnant bees can take a few days to die off. Yes, that's just life. They will come back. They're all coming back. The bees that came out to fight us and the bees that are coming back, they're going to ball up here somewhere and die up over the coming days because they can't go to a new hive. But we don't want a new hive to move in. So if we left the doors open, if we just used our pyrethrins and killed them and didn't seal it up, or remove the comb if you can, you know, that's what we love to do, of course, is tear up the floor and remove all the comb and everything. Well, that's awesome if you can do that. If not, then this is the standard approach, nuke and seal. You've got to make sure you seal. Oh
wow.
Well, yeah. Actually, you know what we got to do? Move those cameras and tip it over.
Yeah.
So here, I'm gonna. Till you grab those, I'm gonna tip that over. So I don't know what's going on with this, but Hosh, it was way too. Oh, it's just a.
It's just a piece of wood.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a hole in the bottom.
You don't have no bees, right?
No, not yet. No.
All right, so now we're gonna give it a minute and knock down some of these aggressive ones. Now I'm using a non-toxic spray adhesive here, guys. So,
Boy, I'm not seeing anybody coming out.
no, me neither. In fact, we're really just knocking down a lot of remnants also. Now we are gonna leave the tape up. We will take our signage when we go because it's calmed down enough, you know, so that it's safe so I can feel it. Say each job, even though there are 3 basic types of removals, this is a non-toxic spray adhesive, all right? And you gotta spray it so it doesn't get you downwind, but it doesn't look like we're doing anything. I don't care, we are. And we don't have a backpack sprayer of this shit because we need the portability, all right, to take a, we don't have a backpack sprayer of anything. This is why we love the cans. It may not be as wide of a coverage area, but that's good because we don't want to get this shit all over cars and all over homes and stuff. We don't use a fogger because that's illegal to use for bees. We don't use a smoker because it makes them more aggressive. These are killer bees. These are not European honeybees. Those are still invasive. These are Africanized. Yes, they're a honeybee. But it's like saying that you treat horses and goats the same because they're mammals. No, that's not right. These require separate treatment, completely different treatment than European honeybees. So people are always like, where's your smoker? It doesn't work with these bees. It makes them more aggressive. We don't use a power washer because we got way too many complaints about the mess. We don't do it at night because, once again, these bees are not European honeybees, they're Africanized. Yes, they look exactly the same, has nothing to do with it. The guard bees never sleep, all right? And so we could use an infrared thing and all that, but then I can't see. And I don't want to.
He doesn't want to.
So there.
That's
I don't
it.
give a shit.
He just doesn't want to do it at
I
night.
don't want to. But so we don't do it at night. And actually these bees will work on a full moon too. So but the guard bees never sleep. They attack at lower temperatures. There was a fire chief up in Whetstone that got attacked at 25 degrees Fahrenheit in February. Wonderful, right? Not this February. It hadn't been that cold. It was a few years back. Yeah, you know, I've been doing this for 35 years, and also, we have a lot of people that watch from Africa. Thank you. That's really awesome. We appreciate you guys. And a lot of beekeepers that keep comparing these bees to African honeybees. They're not. Just as African honeybees are different than European honeybees, European and African honeybees are different than Africanized honeybees. Africanized honeybees are the crossbreed between the African and the European. And there is nothing more aggressive on the planet. African honeybees are not this aggressive. They're a completely different thing. So please, you know, we love having you guys along, but there's no reason to say, oh, we keep these in Africa. No, you don't. There are no African honeybees in Americas. There are Africanized. There are no Africanized honeybees in Africa. There are African. Does that make sense? Please, you know? And it's called Africanized honeybees because the dominant gene is the African gene. It's just science. It's very simple shit, actually. So, so this is working really well. I mean, no more coming up.
None.
Hive is dead. We're knocking down these remnants. And has anybody got any questions for us or anything, Hosh?
Boy, let me see if I can see the
Yeah, so you
screen.
can get in the shade maybe and see what, just before we wrap it up.
No, not seeing anything.
All right,
We got, we got the gang all there. There's Lee Ramsey. Haven't seen him
Oh,
in a
hey,
while.
Lee, haven't seen you for a while. You know, Jim and his wife, Jim Al, they're vacationing in like St. Vincent's or something, which I think is east of Elfrida. And anyway, they sent me a picture last night of where they're at. It looked pretty damn nice, you guys. They're normally snowbound, so they're smart. They got out. But yeah, Lee, huh? I haven't seen Lee for a while. Lee Ramsey, okay.
Yeah.
And I suppose Randy Willis is going to be on, and
I haven't seen him yet, but it's a little hard to see the screen.
And of course, Mel and Dan, you've got to be around too. Anyway, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. If we don't give you a shout out every time, we're a little busy. If you hadn't noticed, right? Your Queen memberships will be going out shortly, sometime this week for the first of the month. And I'm going to get another can of this, but before that, I mean, I want a few of the remnant bees to come back and ball up and all that, but this one, super smooth, which they have to. We have to make it safe, guys. And we've realized a long time ago that we can only fail at this job once, because then we're dead. So we have to do this every single time, do it right. Hosh, do you have anything to say about killer bees and stumps?
Killer bees and stumps, my friends. A bad combination. You know, stumps, what happens is the root ball hollows out. All the critters in the ground, they eat all that wood, and eventually you've got a big old void underneath that stump, and the killer bees move in. They love those root balls. It's nice and cool down there, low profile. Not that they care much about that. Killer bees. Here in Arizona, we're 100% Africanized. That means 100% of the feral unmanaged honeybee hives in the state of Arizona are killer bees. You can't trust these things. If you're in Cochise County and you've got honeybees coming and going out of a stump, give us a call. Anywhere else in the U.S., you need to understand that honeybee Africanization is on the rising. All the lower 48 states, you can't trust feral honeybees anymore, and you don't need to. Feral honeybees have nothing to do with your food. Best to exterminate them. Call an exterminator if you see honeybees coming and going. Never relocate a feral honeybee hive. Always exterminate a feral honeybee hive. And we'll see you guys on the next job. Let's save America's native bees later on. Yeah, probably knock some of these remnants down, right? Yeah. All right. Later on, my friends.